You're inside the maze, and we're back with another dose of the critical breakdown. It's your girl, Ms. Mofilla, and come on, we've got more Boston's greatness sitting right next to me right now. The one and only Emanle Ali in the building. Say what's happening.
Hey, what's the word, y'all?
You
How y'all
feeling
doing?
good? You
Of course, absolutely.
Good. I'm happy to have you next to me, and I'm happy to go over one of the latest videos you dropped, okay? On YouTube. Make sure you check it out. No background, and it was a definitely heavy lyrical piece. You understand me? So I'm excited to go over it today. It's the critical breakdown, man. Let's get straight to it.
Life's telling me it's cold outside, so buckle up. Life beating on me, I won't hit bitches, won't knuckle up. I just fuck her back and I ain't cuffing that. But you gon' die the minute you fall out of love with that. The sooner you uncover that, the sooner you discover that. The loyal ones be snakes and the dogs be undercover rats. Enough of that. I just want my mother back, my brother back, and they ain't dead. They just in a place I can't touch them at.
Left them there, hurt more to walk with them another lap. Seem like I don't love them in it. Seem like they don't love me back. Damn. Breaking generational curses, weight of these burdens got me wondering if it's worth it. I ain't perfect, the definition of real when you search it, I put work.
All right, so Emanle, you started off, and like I said, this song was incredibly heavy with the lyrics. So I think this might be one of the longest episodes because I want to break down so many bars that I heard in this. You started off straight up. My dog died driving drunk during a snowstorm. Life trying to tell me something. Oh, and disclaimer, I'm going to quote your lyrics like an complete asshole, okay? I don't know if you paid attention to previous episodes, but this is what I do. But no, you started off like, my dog died driving drunk during a snowstorm. Life trying to tell me something. Life telling me it's cold outside, so buckle up. And that was before you even got into the bars like that. That was just kind of like a quick intro. I felt those two little lines immediately. Like, I'm assuming this is real. You lost a friend in a drunk driving accident?
Yes.
I'm sorry for your loss, first of all. But how did you translate to that lesson? Like, tell me, how does it translate to that?
I mean, so yeah, RIP to my man Rich. My man Rich passed away. And it was just, for me, I always look at like every L, I try to find like some type of silver lining, some type of lesson. And I'm like, metaphorically, what is that telling me? Like, how does that speak to me? And I don't know, there's just signs and symbols for conscious mind.
And I was gonna say, when you're conscious, awoke, and you're also artistic, you could read between the lines and between the message. So I see what you did there. And then he continues on to give us some heavy lines, saying, life beating on me. I don't hit bitches, wanna knuckle up. I just fuck her back, and I ain't cuffing that. But you gonna die the minute you fall out of love with that. And let me just stop right there, yo. I just have to repeat that because I don't think people caught exactly what I was saying. Life beating on me. I don't hit bitches, won't knuckle up. I just fuck her back, and I ain't cuffing that. But you gonna die the minute you fall out of love with that. Yo, can you just break all that down for me? Because I understand the meaning, but there's so many different meanings in those words. Break that down for me.
So for me, there's a correlation between me not hitting women in real life and with life being referred to as a bitch.
Okay.
So now we're putting the female connotation on life, and it's beating on me figuratively, right? And so I'm not in a position to hit her back. So what do? How do I counter? What do most men do when their woman's love language is speaking to them violently? Like you don't reciprocate like you would fuck her back, right?
Right. I'm not gonna put my emotion into you.
Right.
I'm gonna hit you where it hurts.
Right. So when I say, all right, I fuck her back, in essence, I make love to her as she's wildin', right? But I'm saying that I'm not cuffing it. I'm not keeping it so close to me that its volatility is gonna hurt me, right? But the minute that I let this go and act like it's nothing, that's when you lose your life. And because this is life we're talking about. Life's the bitch that we're talking about. So it's like, you might have forgot through that sequence that we were speaking of life, and you kind of just think of the female connotation, but no, we're talking about life.
No, that's real. That's real. And I think the fact that you bring it back to say, if you don't appreciate it, even though it's beating you up and it's effed up, if you don't appreciate it, you'll lose it in that same breath.
And the bars that immediately follow that.
Oh, don't jump ahead of me now, man. Look, I'm about to get into it.
I'm about to say, because it kind of tells you that. It says it, you know?
He said, the sooner you discover that, sooner you uncover that, the loyal ones be snakes and the dogs be undercover rats. Yo. Hey, yo. There's been an overwhelming theme so far with other people that we've sat on this table, or sat on this couch with. And it always be your own people, right? It's never the person that you know is your enemy. It's the person that you got standing right next to you half the time. Can we talk about that though?
So it's funny. I look at life from this perspective where I put less of a blame on people, individuals, and I assess like the environments that we're in the opportunity or the lack of opportunity. And immediately it's like you can come to terms if you have a function in mind. Well, what do you expect if you got shitty choices A through Z? You're gonna pick some type of shitty result. So now we're in this like predatorial like fucking cesspool where everybody's just trying to survive. We're not trying to live, we're just trying to survive. So what do you really expect when you can understand that, you know?
That's a real deep level of understanding. I haven't grasped that just yet. Still taking things incredibly personally, you know? But that's real, and that's a real Zen way of looking at life, because if you don't have that high of expectation, you're less likely to be disappointed, so to speak, right? But let's continue on, because baby, these lyrics hit. You understand me? And he goes, enough of that, because that's how I felt too. Enough of that, right? I just want my mother back, my brother back, and they ain't dead. They just in a space I can't touch them at. I have to stop. Yeah, I had to stop in that moment. And I don't know your exact predicament, but I felt that because figuratively, I can relate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Family is all around me physically, but I still can't reach them. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Can you talk about your experience with those bars? So,
I mean, to put it like as concisely as possible, like me and my mother's definitely had like a tumultuous journey. And I have the utmost respect. But something that she said, she's very energy conscious. And she's like, if anybody's knocking you off your square, if anybody's inconsistent with your frequency, she's like, even me, you gotta go. You gotta go left. You gotta go astray.
That's real.
And I've set my own frequency, and currently our frequencies don't align.
That's real.
So I still have the utmost respect for it, but I'm not gonna label her toxic or like throw any like that. It's just
it's not even about her being wrong or anything. It's just understanding the frequencies.
I'm putting something different into the universe than you right now.
That's real. I'm actually I'm learning some real gems for me personally on how to approach those things, and understanding like your energies are just not in the same space. It's not who's wrong, who's right. It's just understanding you're not vibrating in the same space. I like that. But how does that feel when it's, society teaches us, when everybody else is nowhere to be found, your family's supposed to be there, right? So how does it feel when even those that are deemed to be closest to you are not on the same frequency as you?
Shout out to Joanne Martin, my PO. I ain't on probation no more, right? But
freedom, I know that's right.
But she was older black lady. She fought for me. She held me down. And when I came home this last time, right, she was just like, yo, you're in a position where you create your own family. Your family now consists of who you surround yourself with.
That's real.
And that was 3 years ago, and it's translated every day. I walk that. Like, my family's who I choose to be my family now. You know what I'm saying? We're related, but we're not family. You know what I'm saying?
Gem drop, can we get a little gem icon for that? Because that was a gem drop right there all day. Now let's continue on, because I told you we got a lot of lyrics to cover. He said, and it's funny because we just discussed it, and then the lyrics completely brings it all together. They just in a space I can't touch him at. Left him there. It hurt more to walk with them another lap. Seems like I don't love them, and it seems like they don't love me back. Damn. And I mean, I get it. When you explain about just understanding the frequencies and how you guys are in different frequencies, it can feel like, okay, we're not loving each other, but in actuality, we love each other, we respect each other, but
outside looking in though, these aren't the typical, metrics or system. Systematically, this is how a mother-son relationship's supposed to be.
Right. So I get that, and I get those initial feelings of like, well, damn. So I felt that 100% and could relate. And let's continue on, because baby, I don't want to tear up this episode. I don't want to tear up, okay? But I might, because he goes into my favorite topic, breaking generational curses. Weight of burdens got me wondering if it's worth it. I ain't perfect. The definition of real when you search it. Yo, I felt like every line I was like, bruh, I'm gonna have to break this down. Because you're literally speaking my spirit. You understand me? I think our generation specifically has been called to break these generational curses that we've been made aware of. And Jesus, the weight that comes with that.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
I mean, I feel like, I just did almost 11 years in prison, right? And this is the longest I've ever been out of jail.
Congratulations.
And thank you. And it's like with every moment, it's like I realized like with each new experience, I have a new like outlook on life that's grander. Like we went to California for the first time last year to shoot a video. And just to interact with our people out there, it gave me a different look on life. Like in the hood, they was like buying their old ladies groceries and shit like that. And I'm like, our hood ain't like that. Like you know what I'm saying? It just like, and it's, like when you go over there, when you go on to Crenshaw and you hear the stories about Nip, it's all like, it's like black empowerment. It ain't like no, you know, and it stuff like that. Like I went to Texas, it was the same thing. Like our people treat us differently in different places, and all these perspectives. I started to learn like life is so much bigger than this shit we know up here.
Heck yeah.
You know.
And I want to touch on that really quickly because I think a lot of us, especially growing up in Boston specifically, where it's a white predominant state. That's the word. White dominant is what I'm looking for. State. You know, we kind of get trapped in our own little urban world in Boston and don't realize when we step outside, even to New York or Rhode Island, there's like a whole minority that's actually the majority, so to speak, in those places. So it feels more empowering when we step outside of Massachusetts because we see more of us.
So I had a good friend of mine, right? He told me that this population you speak of, right? We're an anomaly. We're really like we're a speck of a percentage of the world population, right? And why cater to the negative in that? Because it's literally the most like ineffective population of the entire universe. Why even participate in that when you could flip the coin and be the special anomaly? You can be that speck that really doesn't exist, but on the polar opposite. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like I understand there's a calling that's just slightly higher than just normalcy for me.
I agree with that. You know? I can hear it all in the way you talk, King, because sorry, I got lost for a second. Like, wait. But no, let's continue on because we got much to unpack. You said, Mom named me Emanle Ali. I'm the greatest. And I'll look you in your face as I say this. I love that energy. Everybody calls it the Kanye energy. I think it's been around way before Kanye. Kanye's just the first celebrity to live in it. But being able to shine in your God-given greatness, you know what I mean? What does that feel, or explain what that feels like to everybody else who might not feel comfortable being like, yeah, I'm the shit. And in the name of not even me, in the name of something bigger than me, and I can say that confidently in your face.
I mean, so in a literal sense, you Google Emanle Ali, there's no other Emanle Ali. So in essence, I am the greatest Emanle Ali that ever existed. But on a more grander scale, what I got to offer, what I'm cultivating is divine. I'm not even scratching the surface. Like I'm still weeding out my lower half that I struggle with every day. But like once I got that, it's up. Like it's really up. Because I know like I connect, I speak from my soul, so I know I'm going to speak to souls. It's not about the current trend. It's not about like that song, No Background. I feel like you could have played it 20 years ago or you can play it in 20 years.
Definitely timeless.
You know?
Definitely timeless for sure. Now let's continue on because again, we got a lot. All right, so let's go on. Been striving to be better than usual. Although my peers don't keep the energy mutual. Don't let it faze you. The hood'll praise you like you the savior. It only lasts when you put in the pain or doing favors, nigga. Listen, I'm tired of you going through my journal and writing down my experience and putting them in these bars. Let's talk about that struggle of when you're really trying to be that good person, trying to support, trying to show love, and you don't feel that coming back in return, right? Mm-hmm. I know you're on a higher level of existence, but tell us on that lower level that you still fight with. How does that feel?
I mean, I'm from the inner city, so we all have like just geographically, wherever you grew up, you have some type of affiliation due to that, right?
Right.
So the faction that I grew up with, like, I made my calling in the streets was like, it was violent shit, it was street shit. Like, I'm a super street nigga, I'm a super jail nigga. And like, I always had intellect, but I would pour it into that shit. And it's like, eventually it's dead end. I need to figure something else out. So now I'm like, this music shit, I've never been out of jail for 3 years in my life. I've been locked up since getting in and out since 12. Never, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, now I'm on some shit like, this is working. Oh shit, it's working. And I noticed that a lot of the people who like would big me up for like the savage shit, they like, damn, this nigga kind of peaceful now. Like,
And they
this
can't
nigga
rock
kind of,
that.
and it's kind of like I have to struggle with trying to, it's almost like reestablishing my position that's already cemented, but it's like you want to validate within yourself, like, nah, I'm still him, and it's like that shit sets you back.
No, that's real.
You know, and yeah, so basically.
And I mean, I think it's important to keep the principles of who you still were, but not necessarily, like you said, putting it into the negative side of things. And those who are still vibrating in that negative space, like you said, you gotta go the opposite way and leave them to the left.
Basically.
Pretty much. So then let's continue on. He said, do 100 good things, it'll feel like nothing changes. Do one thing wrong though, and you fucking famous. Yo. Can we talk about that? How the good deeds go, no good deed goes unpunished, right? Or goes unseen a lot of the times, but the moment you slip up, oh my God, all eyes are on you.
I mean, I feel like with that, it's like in the hood, I'm gonna say urban society specifically. I'm not gonna say black people, because if you white or Spanish in the hood, it's the same shit.
Same shit, right?
There's a dynamic that's going on that is that's attacking our men. They need our men in the slammer, straight like that. That's the prisoner pipeline. They need our men in the system. Now you got the women on welfare or working the jobs, and the kids is running rampant, right? So it's like, how do we tap in? Right? How do we change the dynamic of that child who's fatherless? Right? I think that's like the key.
That's real.
You see where I'm going with it?
It's a whole systematic breakdown that we have to repair, and it starts with the man coming back into the home.
Right. So in essence, let me see that line again.
Wait, let's see. Do 100 good things that feel like nothing changes.
So in partner with that thought, it's like, so for this child who's typically in these homes, it's very hard for him to be incentivized to when he does well.
Okay.
Little man might bring home the honor roll, right? But Ma Dukes, like, she can't get you to J's. She can't, unfortunately, because and the phone got to still be on for Pop Dukes and so on and so forth, right?
Yeah.
But when it's time to be an authoritarian and a disciplinarian, she won't miss a beat. Every single time you fuck up, she's on your ass. So it's like, it's almost since it's from here.
Right,
We accept that and expect that from
Okay.
here.
Okay.
And then as we get older, it's almost, I mean, like, you be at your job, you do 100 great things, nobody's really saying much, you're expected to do so. But the instant you fall short of expectations, you're gonna be held accountable.
Corrective action, right?
You know, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just broke that down on so many levels I didn't even expect. You understand me? And I appreciate when that happens. And let's continue on. He said, I ain't get it from the mud. I ate ramen out of pothole, okay? Since snot nose, I cared about food, not if I got clothes. That's a whole new level of humble. I'm not even gonna call it poor or broke. That's a whole new level of humble. While you worried about if you got the flyest J's or if I got the cutest outfit, some people are worried about what they're gonna eat today or the next moment. You know what I'm saying? Can you talk about that though?
So Yeah, obviously it's metaphorically speaking. I wasn't like eating.
I mean, not to say you was eating out of a pothole,
but like, so when I say out of pothole though, like, so what I'm thinking is like, I ate my noodles out of whatever was available. It was a container. It was a leftover fucking. You ate cereal out the cereal peeled back. I'm rinsing that out and putting my noodles in it and putting a book on the top of it so the steam don't get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. So that was what I kind of was going with that. And like just as a kid, like I kind of grew up in the system, foster homes and all that good shit. So the clothing wasn't the priority. It was always like the basics.
Right.
Yeah.
Safety,
Straight
shelter, like can I eat?
Yeah.
Like that's real stuff. That's real stuff. And let's go on. He said trauma's so real, how could I not fold? Bitch, I ain't laundry. And I ain't no fucking taco. Yo! Hey, yo. Shout out to Cinco de Mayo just passed recently. No, but on some real shit, like the way you put it, it's light and funny, but it's real. Like
you gotta laugh at your despair.
Right.
You gotta make light of it.
When you're forced to be strong, when traumas are so hard and you tell your story, people look at you like, so how are you still functioning right now? You like, cause I ain't got no other choice. What you mean?
Basically, exactly.
But that pretty much sums it up. I know that's right. So remember, don't fold. You ain't no damn taco. You understand me? And let's continue on to say, that's why y'all crack when that pressure applied from the side. So seasoned, all you see is cheese. Keep my beef inside. Bruh. Are you kidding me?
I was proud of that. On God, I was feeling good about that. On God.
I live for stuff like this. Do you understand me? That's why when I saw these words, I was like, oh yeah, we got to get him in immediately. You understand me? Let's break that down, please, because for those who are slow, then catch on to what I said. That's why y'all crack when that pressure applied from the side.
Taco shell.
Taco shell, you see how that happened, right? So seasoned, taco seasoning, right? All you see is cheese, because you put that cheese on that taco.
On the top.
Keep my beef inside, because you know that's where the beef goes in the taco. But it's also the real way to go about anything in these streets, quote unquote. If you got anything going on, that's why I hate social media age right now. Keep your beef inside, yo. Can we talk about the importance of that?
So seasoned, meaning like I've been through this enough that cheese, like I keep a smile on my face as I go through it. You don't wear it on your sleeve.
I am through with his double meanings. You understand me? The double entendres are real today. I didn't even catch the double meaning. Say that one more time. So you said the seasonings because you.
So you've been through this. I've been through this enough. So I'm seasoned. So seasoned.
All you see is cheese. Him smiling.
Yep. Keep my beef inside.
His beef inside. That's it. Show over. I don't even know what to do at this point. What do you even do at that point? I love that. That's one of my favorites right here. I don't even know what to say. Listen, but he ended the song there, but he had a little something to say at the end, and you know I was going to touch on it because I feel like it's always those last little bars that hit home. He said, many are called, a select few are chosen. Y'all ain't got no story, no background. That's why y'all gotta rely on your imagination to make music. I sell honesty. I promote truth. I'm exactly who I say I am. Can you say the same? And I'm a mic drop right there. Boom, mic drop. Because that's a question that we really have to ask in this industry. I think authenticity is what's gonna keep the longevity for you. Continue going down that line because what's not real is not gonna last. You understand me? But talk about the importance of staying true to who you are, even in an industry where putting on a facade is so lucrative. Oh, it's so lucrative.
I mean, you look at every thousandaire, he's chasing 100,000. Every nigga with 100,000 chasing a mil.
Come on.
That nigga's chasing $1 billion. To the point where the richest dude in the world is showing you that he is still ambitious to the point where he still wants more. So there's never gonna be a level of bread that equates with happiness. Your happiness is like, you fulfill your happiness by, you have to put in the work for your happiness. It's not your bread. That's a different type of work.
You can't buy it. I know they say that you can. I promise you, you can't buy the happiness. I promise you.
I'll leave you with this. I heard this little this little like video, and the homie was like, "I'll give you $1 million right now. Would you take it?" Like, yeah, I'll take it. I'll give you $5 million right now, but you gotta go to jail for 6 months. Will you take that?
No.
A lot of people's like, well, shit, me working on the street, I'm not gonna make that. I'll go sit in prison for 6 months and come home. You probably get about 50-50. But then he goes, I give you 10 billion. Can't wake up tomorrow.
So what's the point of the 10 billion?
All right, but will you take it?
No.
All right, so in essence then, waking up tomorrow is worth more to you than $10 billion.
Yes, it is.
And it's just like, yeah,
It's a gem.
exactly. Like straight like that. So it's like even on your worst day, it's still worth more than $10 billion.
I know that's
So it's
right.
like, you got 10 billion to go make. You feel me? Like, yeah.
I like it. Listen, I could get here real giddy all day, but listen, we still got work to do, and I gotta get into my critique of the week. And this week I got from, I be trying to be an auntie. I am an auntie, let me just say that. I be trying to be in tune with the new children are doing and stuff. So I listened to Lil Baby and his new single, Frozen. But I did catch some lyrics that I could use. And he said, I gotta think out the box. I hate being bunched up. Glad that I've been through a lot. It made me a monster. So I feel like this ties into what we've been talking about. I feel like he uses monster in a more crazy way, but in your terms, it's turned you into more of a, I hate to use
Like a beast.
A beast,
Yeah.
right? But a beautiful beast, though.
Yeah.
A beast that's learned from the struggle and now is elevated because of that struggle. Like, can we talk about that?
So in essence, are you saying like basically the trials, the tribulations,
Right.
what they formed is how do I say this? Like you wanna be a beast because the beast could protect itself. If you don't have any beast in you in this day and age,
You're not gonna survive.
yeah,
That's
you're not.
real. That's real. And honestly, you're right. The beast is necessary to protect that loving, that kind, good person in there. Everybody needs to tap into that little beast inside of you to stay protected. For
And
sure.
the fear lets you know you're alive, man.
I know that's right. Listen. So for those who are living under a rock, please let them know where they can find you, Emanle.
All right, so it's Emanle Ali on everything. That's EMANLE ALI on IG, Facebook, on Twitter, all of that. SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. Yo, I follow back, DM. You know, if it's positive, I ain't bougie.
I know that's right.
Hit me.
I was gonna say we was at the skating rink just last week, and
You know
the
that?
energy was immediately magnetic and positive. So keep being that. You understand me? It's appreciated.
Thank you.
And while you're at it, folks, make sure you follow me, Ms. Mofilla, MZMOPHILA, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. While you're at it, follow my website, MsMofilla.com. And hello, family. We got an alert. Let's Get Naked is coming back for season 3 very soon. So make sure you follow on YouTube. And while you're at it, make sure you follow Inside the Maze on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, as well as like, follow, and subscribe on our YouTube channel, and hit that little notification bell down at the bottom there. It's the Critical Breakdown. Ms. Mofilla, Emanle Ali. Peace out.
Life's telling me it's cold outside, so buckle up. Life beating on me, I won't hit bitches, won't knuckle up. I just fuck it back and I ain't cuffing that. But you gon' die the minute you fall out of love with that. The sooner you discover that, the sooner you uncover that. The loyal ones be snakes and the dogs be undercover rats. Enough